kiss away all your problems, just sleep on the couch. I'll make my own lemonade. Then we go upstairs through the door, cut my hair on the kitchen floor. Back of mine, you're better off alone. So don't go breaking my heart, just tear me apart if you're gonna leave me. Don't go breaking my heart, just tear me apart, take it or leave it. You're turning squares in a circle, just spit it right out, you shove it right in my face. You say, hey, what's your problem? Why you talking like that? Knowing I'll picture you leaving, you're not coming. It's Friday and I'm ready to go. Had a bad week, let the whole know, let the bass drum.
All right, ready to get underway. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And that's off the inside edge. And the home opener is underway. Right side, Holiday. On to first. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Now it's Mookie Betts.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Swing and a miss.
No ball. One strike.
Missed with a changeup. And the count is 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
The 2-2 on the way. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. One out, base is empty. Outside low. And it's a full count. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Out to short. Henderson. Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Shohei Ohtani stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Ripped on a line to center. And that'll do it. Back here with my pal Siggy. Today's starting pitcher, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Smith gets it to first. Just got him on that one. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Outman tracks it down for the out. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Right through there for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
And that one is downstairs. And that is ball one. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And now it's 3-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That one the other way. Lays out and makes the play. Back here in Baltimore, the batter now will be Will Smith. McDermott back to work. And that one lifted in the air center field. Mullins settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. Muncy in his 9th season, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was a 5th-round pick back in 2012. And that's a fair ball. One down. Teoscar Hernandez getting ready to hit. Just missed. In the dirt. Fires to first and almost got him, but he gets back in. Definitely had thoughts of trying to move up there. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Right-hander kick steals.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Now at the plate, Andy Pajes. On a line out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The changeup missing, and it's 3-0. And they're all loaded up.
So here we go again with the walk. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
James Outman can't hold up, and that's a strike. In the air, left field, down the line, brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 2nd. Here's Adley Rutschman. And the pitch. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Hit on the ground to short. Whips it to first. 2 away. Laureano comes up to hit.
Oh, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
2 balls, 1 strike.
0-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Good eye right there.
2-2.
Foul tip into the. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And the slider just misses.
1-0.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Ripped to first, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And strike one to Mookie Betts. Hit hard on the ground is short. Zips it across. Mookie retired, 2 down. Here's Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 1 so far. And there's a ball. Top of the third, no score. Next offering is down low.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Going back. And that one is going to go. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0. Smith now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And there's a foul ball.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Swings through it. Back now at Oriole Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Heston Kjerstad. Clips the corner, and that is strike one.
You know, these Orioles definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
That misses, and the count 1-2. That's down and in.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
In the air, center field. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Sometimes pitchers work him backwards, starting with the breaking ball, but it's a tricky approach. He almost wants to bait you out there to throw that stuff to start the at-bat.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's 2 away. Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Bunting for a hit. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Yeah, that's fouled off.
He might want to steal second in this spot.
And he dives in ahead of the tag. And a pitch out, but no steal, and it's ball 2. 2 outs. Swing and a miss.
2-2.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. It's a pitch out. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try.
Runner takes off on the ground. Into the outfield, base hit. And he's got a double.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Henderson swings through it for strike 1. And now it's even up. And a swing and a miss. traffic on the bases with one already in here in the last half of the third. Yamamoto sends him packing. As we go to the top of the fourth, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. Well struck right field. This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Laureano makes the grab, one down. Andy Pajes now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Mullins makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Tommy Edman at the plate. Walked his first time. And next for L.A., James Outman. Flying to left his first time. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command.
Line drive, base hit. Muncy comes in to score. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1. First and second, 2 outs. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Fouled off to the right. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Laureano makes the grab. And that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Adley Rutschman. And a pitch. There's the strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Next to hit, Ryan O'Hearn. Grounded out his first time up. There's the strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Slapped foul. That's a little bit low. The Orioles trailing by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's Ramon Laureano. Struck out swinging his first time. To the right side, Edman. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's Mookie now. McDermott back to work. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Dodgers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Mullins pulls it down. 1 away. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Outside. Base is empty, 1 away. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. Smith, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Late with the swing there.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And a 1-2. And base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That one a little bit high, and the count now 2-0. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Baltimore, now it's the right fielder, Heston Kjerstad. That one outside. Ball one. Just off the inside edge. And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That's in there. Strike one. Right through there for a strike.
3 ball, 2 strike.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Mountcastle, in his 5th season, 28 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2015. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And Jerry Hillsdale says he went around. Digging in, Jackson Holliday. A single and a run scored and a walk. There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Out to short. Betts gets it to first, and it's a 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. In the air, right side. Reaching for it and brings it in. Andy Pajas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-2.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Rutschman on to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
He made it look easy, but I can tell you that was not a favorable matchup.
That misses, and that's ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Kjerstad brings it in. Back now at Oriole Park, and now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Looked like it was a little bit up. And fouled off. Pitch is in there. And the count 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit, 1 for 2. Swing and a pop-up. Edman going after it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. 2 away. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 2 in this one. Foul ball there.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here. And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Ball 1 there. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Line drive, base hit. So 2 down. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Check swing, called strike.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. A walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself. Back-to-back singles, just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate.
And it gets by him. Everybody's going to be safe.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. And another big at bat coming up here. Looking for a way to get that tying run across with 2 outs.
Now here is Ramon Laureano. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. 2 outs. Just missed.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Henderson at third. Rutschman at second. O'Hearn on at first with 2 down. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. 3-2. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. 2 outs, bases full. And next for the Orioles, Heston Kjerstad. And there's a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. That one missed. Stays alive. Got him. Good. We go to the top of the 7th, and now here is James Outman. So now a pinch hitter, Michael Conforto. He represents the go-ahead run. First pitch misses. That's a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And that's outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground.
The underhand flip. There's one, and that's two.
Huge sigh of relief right there. Big time pitching to induce the double play. Erase what could have been the go-ahead run.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. And it is gone. He'll touch them all. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-2. So 2 away with nobody on. And up next for Los Angeles, Shohei Ohtani. Next pitch misses way outside. On the corner for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Slow ground ball to the right side. On to O'Hearn. And they get Ohtani. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch swinging.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
And that misses. And it's 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 and 2.
That's a really good take.
Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Bunted back towards the mound. Fires to first. And that quickly 2 away. And the batter now, Cedric Mullins. That one misses in the dirt. Outside with a breaking ball.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. Bautista in his 4th year, 29 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. That one at triple digits. Inside. And now it's even 1-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. And misses inside. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. And that one finds its way through. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes some insurance as the runner scores from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. And next for L.A., Andy Pajes puts one down in front of the plate. And he barehands it, and they get the out.
Pretty flashy with the bare hand grab right there. Kind of risky, but, man, he made it look easy.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases loaded with 1 away. Michael Conforto will climb in.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And he blows that one by him at 100.
Well, all eyes on the double play.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit. 1 run is in. The second run scores, and they're up by 4.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in 2 in a huge spot. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield, and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Turns and fires the Betts. Fouled off the plate, they'll do it again. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Laureano snags it, and we're back on to the bottom of the 8th and into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Orioles just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
On the ground, 2 ball. Over to Edman. Over to first, but he beats it. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. Runner on the go, and it's fouled away. Swings through the sweeper.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish.
Runner on the go again. Ball outside. Throw there. Safe.
Ball 2.
1 out and a runner at second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. That misses, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
And that one fouled off. Fought off foul. Sets him down looking. We go to the 9th, and now here's the Dodgers. Designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 7-2. Smith stands in now and watches strike 1.
Strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 9th. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And he grounds one to the right side. Fires over to first. Gets the catcher by a step. Here comes Max Muncy.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Right there is Laureano. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. Out towards right center field. Mullins puts it away. And back here in Baltimore, now the left fielder, Ramon Laureano. Phillips back to work. And that one is inside ball 1. lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Makes the catch. One down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Kerstead stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One down, base is empty. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Struck him out swinging. And the Orioles down to their final out. And now the DH, Ryan Mountcastle. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Hit to right, and that should do it. Hauls it in, and that's the ball game.